Okay, Marcus, thank you for your patience. At HubSpot Inbound 2025, what themes or trends stood out to you and what surprised you most?
So what surprised me most was within the sales function, there's something that always happens with every salesperson that I've ever spoken to ever. And it's the issues around CPQ, right? So that's configure, price, quote, right? Um, HubSpot took that, put it in Commerce Hub, and then said, hey, guess what? We're going to lace it with AI. So it's not just like a shiny new feature, it's like a practical tool. Um, and you can actually draft your quotes, you can enforce pricing rules, you can even let the agent answer buyer questions, which is sick, right? Think the amount of time that it saves on a daily basis. And I also don't have to like take it and paste it elsewhere. I can like do it live, which is awesome. A good example of this can be found in like when you're looking at like a salesperson or someone at a SaaS company who like normally spends 2 hours configuring their bundles or double checking for approvals or just verifying that this quote is correct, right? With AI CPQ, the quote is drafted automatically from the deal in that data. So the system only flags like exceptions that need a manager's eye, and that's like a productivity gain. That makes your salesperson that is involved in that quoting process faster, and that's the whole concept of AI. So faster is going to be better. And as you train it and as it continues to gather things, it allows your sales team to just move beyond, which could really change revenue for some of those companies that have more complex quoting cycles. So that's my little sales tidbit.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We've talked about this a couple of times. I know that CPQ element, something you're really interested in. And it's frankly, it's been a place where HubSpot has not been strong.
Yeah.
So to see HubSpot really stepping into that gap is cool to see. All right, so we've covered kind of strategy, the HubSpot view, sales, after sales, of course, is operations. So what Courtney kind of caught your attention?
Well, on a high level, it was really cool to see AI weaved into so many offerings. But in
Yeah.
addition to all the work that HubSpot has done with AI, they are still launching new functionality and enhancing the experience in HubSpot beyond AI, which is fantastic. I won't go too much into that because I know Brett's going to talk a little bit about that. Something that did catch my eye, just being on the project management side of most of our projects here, is the new project object that can be shared with other hubs through HubSpot. So I'm really excited to be able to partner in a deeper way with our clients using the HubSpot projects object. That being said, it's pretty basic right now. Tasks, templates, sharing, all included, all available today, depending on your hub and your subscription level. But really excited about what this is going to mean to collaborate more with our joint HubSpot customers, keeping them in the system, keeping things clear, keeping things assigned and on a time frame. Very important to every project. And I think this is really going to help move the needle in terms of our project efficiency and communication.
Yeah, a little peek behind the Integrate IQ curtain. I've already started getting tasks from that project object from Courtney. Like I said, Courtney keeps our trains on the tracks, and today we use Jira primarily to track time, to set tasks, to track progress, to organize our dev schedule. And I'll be real interested to see what the projects object turns into and how we can leverage it. That'll be really interesting. I guess while we're on that topic, Brett, you want to take it from here and just let us know sort of what themes stood out to you or trends most?
Yeah, so for me, the practical updates that HubSpot announced were the things that stood out to me the most. With my position, helping people with like day-to-day HubSpot usage, onboarding new customers to HubSpot, and optimizing existing HubSpot hubs. What I loved seeing was the actual application of AI in existing tools and new tools to make everybody's lives easier. I'm sure most people have already played around with some of the existing HubSpot AI tools. Like I've used it to help me create reports, to streamline workflows. Honestly, I love adding the descriptions that AI provides, but it was kind of like these little incremental improvements on the day-to-day manual work that we were still having to do. The new tools that HubSpot introduced, which kind of apply across marketing, sales, and service, are super cool and honestly take out a lot of the busy work that consumes so much of our work lives. So just to spotlight a couple of them, there's a new HubSpot AI-powered email tool where now, instead of just using AI to help put together the copy for an email, you can prompt HubSpot to help actually build out the email template, to create the copy, to help you find a targeted audience to send it to. So it's the full like kit and caboodle A to C in terms of the necessary steps and research that it takes to send out something like an email. What else is really cool was their overall like data agent model, which is going to help streamline existing information and data within HubSpot. So obviously all of these components that are introduced in HubSpot are still going to require a touch from the end user. But again, it really is just taking out the extra work that was required from humans and letting you focus on more of like the day-to-day practical things that an actual personal touch is needed for.
Right on. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Tyler, why don't you bring us home on this particular topic? What stood out to you most from sort of an architect, engineering, and development perspective?
Yeah, the biggest thing is the HubSpot's newest hub, Operations Hub, is dead. They kind of killed it off and then renamed it to Data Hub. So Operations Hub is now Data Hub. A lot of the core features that you had in Operations Hub, like custom coded actions and some of the advanced deduplication logic and all that, still exists, but HubSpot's really cranked it up to the max. And also added a brand new feature within Data Hub called Data Studio. Data Studio allows you to take external data. Right now, it's limited to certain systems, but you can take external data and kind of merge it in with your HubSpot data. That way, you can get a big picture view of both your HubSpot data and your external systems data, along with they've added really core features within the data cleanup and data duplication logic. But the big thing is a lot of the Ops Hub stuff is still there, but the Data Hub adds a lot of features with Data Studio and some AI powered features.
Really curious to see how that's going to feather in with our custom integrations business, right? Our niche traditionally has been complex integrations, and I'm really curious to see how we will evolve and react to take advantage of these new Data Hub opportunities. Yeah, super interesting. All right. Anything else that we want to add on that topic before we move on to the next? Just a reminder that what themes or trends stood out or what surprised you most? I'll just say one other thing that was probably obvious in that. So I had two themes or trends. The first, my God, killing inbound marketing. It's crazy. The other one that I had is HubSpot is building AI into absolutely everything. It's not a layer on top of the stack. It is not lipstick on a pig. It is being built in the core of every single object, hub, element. Really, it feels to me like HubSpot's taken a big swing at AI. The resources they're putting towards this is incredible, and I think that's just really smart in recognition of what reality is. So that's my second one. And as you heard the team talk, it was mostly about AI. So it's truly coming through.